After one trip to the pool with my best friend, I found out I was pregnant. Even though I had a boyfriend, my family were conservative Christians, and sex before marriage was absolutely off limits for us. So, whose baby was in my belly? Luckily, my boyfriend promised me that no matter whose child it was, he would marry me and love my baby. But on the day I gave birth, lying utterly weak in the delivery room, my boyfriend savagely ripped off my oxygen mask. You dirty slut, did you really think I'd raise you and your bastard child? This is your punishment for cheating. I died before I could even get a glimpse of my baby. When I woke up, I was back to the moment I'd just discovered my pregnancy. This time, I had to find out whose baby I was really carrying. I stared blankly at the two pink lines on the pregnancy test in the bathroom. Outside, my best friend kept urging, Sarah, did you test yet? You're not really pregnant, are you? My hand trembled, and seeing those two vivid lines, I felt an uncontrollable wave of nausea. In my last life, because of this baby, I was forced to drop out of school to await childbirth, and ultimately, I was suffocated to death. Until my last breath, I never knew how I got pregnant, nor whose baby it was. Alex grew impatient and simply pushed the door open, but I was quicker, hiding the pregnancy test stick behind my back. She looked around suspiciously. Where's the test? Are you pregnant or not? I shook my head. How could I be pregnant? I haven't even had sex. Alex was such a blabbermouth. Last time, the moment I found out I was pregnant, she told my boyfriend, leading everyone to know about my out-of-wedlock pregnancy. This time, I wasn't going to tell her anything right away. Alex sounded a little disappointed. I thought you might be. I heard Brandon was planning to propose to you. How amazing would it be to get married and start a family all at once? A strange feeling stirred in me. Why hadn't I noticed before how much Alex seemed to love children? I clutched the pregnancy test stick in my hand, carefully replaying everything that had happened since my last period. My boyfriend and I had only gone shopping twice. We hadn't even kissed. The baby definitely wasn't his. And I hadn't had any one-on-one contact with other men. Usually, Alex was the only person I was close to, but she was a girl, so it was impossible, right? I furrowed my brows, a sudden thought striking me. A month ago, Alex and I went to a swimming pool. At that pool, I was harassed. That man deliberately swam too close to me, even making really lewd gestures. I was furious at the time, and Alex even yelled at him for me. Later, I didn't feel like showering, so I went to the changing room to wait for her. I must have fallen asleep without realizing it. When I woke up, my whole body ached. At the time, I thought it was just fatigue from swimming. Now that I thought about it, could it be that I was assaulted then? The possibility sent a shiver down my spine. I immediately headed to the hospital. The doctor put on her gloves and told me to lie on the examination bed. A moment later, she frowned deeply. How is this possible? Your hymen is completely intact. How did you get pregnant then? I was stunned. I had already planned to report it to the police with the evidence after the examination, but this result was completely unexpected. My hymen wasn't even broken, so how did I get pregnant? Don't worry, the doctor reassured me. It's possible that the penile size was too small, preventing the hymen from tearing. While rare, your situation isn't unheard of. I walked out of the examination room, completely lost. A month had passed since we went to the pool. Now all evidence was gone. Was I really going to have to abort this baby and suffer for nothing? My hand instinctively went to my lower abdomen. This child couldn't have appeared out of thin air. Could it really be, as the doctor said, that the man who assaulted me had a very small anatomy? After much thought, I decided to go back to the swimming pool. I slipped some cash to the security guard for the surveillance footage from a month ago. There were no cameras in the changing rooms, so I could only see people entering and exiting. But no matter how many times I watched, I couldn't find anyone suspicious. I felt deflated. Was I wrong? Was it not what happened that day? Alex bought me a coffee and excitedly asked, Sarah, I sent Brandon away. Now you can tell me, whose baby is it? I bit my lip and shook my head. I wish I knew. I only remember that day we went to the pool, and then I mysteriously got pregnant. Alex froze for a moment, then, with a snap of her fingers, oh, could someone have done something in the pool?